Alright guys, welcome back to this week's video. As you saw in the previous video, we had a really good night going there in qualifying, and then our night ended very short. Didn't get to start the feature. We were supposed to start on the front row, and we had some electrical issues, so gonna go ahead and get those taken care of right now. And then obviously you can see the car's still dirty, so we're gonna have to get this thing washed up tomorrow. I didn't end up washing it because this thing is a pig and it is no fun to push around. And I told myself, and just gonna wait till we get it running again. So we got the parts in today. Just got to replace the main battery cable from the master switch to the solenoid, and then I'm going to go ahead and replace the power cable from the other side of the master switch down to the battery. I bought enough to do it all, so I'm going to get to work. Alright, so this is what we're looking at here. This was the end that failed us. And before anybody says it should have been crimped, it was crimped, and it was actually soldered as well. So that's how that would have gone. I don't know if we just fried this wire or what. As you can see, it's supposed to be nice and coppery looking, I do believe. And it just got smoked. So that right there cost us a race. I don't know if I can say it cost us a win. I definitely think we would have had a good run Saturday night, but sucks to have little Gremlins show like that at the worst time possible. So now we're gonna start putting our new power wire together. I did have to borrow a tool from the shop at work, which was a crimper. I thought I had one of these, but I don't. I used to have one somewhere, just don't know what I did with it. There's no telling. But we're going to just go right off the same measurements as these wires and go from there. And like I said, so this was our wire that came from the battery and went up to the master switch. And it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it, but it's a little bit smaller than what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this one with the 2-gauge wire. This is probably like 4 gauge. As short as a run of wire it is, it's probably fine, but I'm also very OCD and I don't like black wires on my positive. I'd rather it be red. And while we're going through all this trouble, I'm gonna go ahead and put us a new master switch in it, just in case. The one that was in the car probably isn't bad. I'll keep it on the ramp truck for a spare or something. Or I actually need to put one in the Thunder Bomber, so that could be an option as well. But the biggest thing is, I don't want to have another stupid incident like Saturday and it cost us. I busted my tail on this car, and something as silly as that happening really bothers me. In the past 5-6 years that I've been doing this YouTube channel, I don't think, maybe out of all the races I've ran, I've probably had 3, maybe 4 DNFs. And this would be my first DNS for do not start, or did not start. So very disappointing. But it's the way it goes sometimes. It's part of racing. All we can do is fix it, go back, and try again. So that's what we're going to do. And good thing is we got the car. God, them dogs are full of energy. I wish I had that much energy. But this is just one of those things that I should have probably replaced that power wire, but I didn't. I read it, said it was two all excess power batteries, and I was like, well, it's probably good stuff, leave it on the car. So basically $150 cost me not racing. I don't even care about the money I lost at the track. Biggest thing is I just missed out on a weekend of racing, and now I basically have to wait 4 or 3 weeks to go racing. So to me, that's the disappointing part. Work really hard on this car to get it where it's at, and then have something that shouldn't happen. And there's really no good way of finding that in the shop. So other than just replacing it over the winter when we built the car. So anyhow, we're gonna let it be a learning lesson and get it back right and go chase some wins, because this thing was really good there Saturday night. I think if we weren't crowding in qualifying, I won't say I was held up, but I definitely crowded Scott in qualifying. In my mind at the time, I thought, was thinking back to the previous 3 races, and I'm like, dang, this guy's out qualifying everybody. I just need to follow him. And the track was completely different, so he might have been a little bit off on setup. But I will say he went back in the race, and he had something to deal with. Just kind of some unfortunate events, and the track was really good for the feature for this class. Just kind of, you got to keep your momentum up, and if you can get on the top and stay up there, then it's a chore to get around somebody that's just as fast as you on the bottom. So yeah.
This is Taylor, and I haven't been on here. I've been super busy with apparel orders all week, so I figured I would come out here and supervise Doug while he works on the stock V8 car and getting it back together for next weekend as our next race at Lakeview Motor Speedway. And yeah, so here we have the new battery cables. Hopefully this will make the car actually start, so we can actually start on the front row where we're supposed to, and not have a whole, week to where that's all we hear about and we have to keep talking about how bad our night was. And yeah, I'm just ready for that to be in the past. So yeah, I'm glad I come out here and make sure Doug was doing a good job with that. We just actually got back from getting ice cream. We went to our little local ice cream shop here in Aner, Cows and Cones. Check them out if you're in the area. Excellent ice cream.
They don't sponsor us.
Yeah, that would be awesome. They sponsor us, because I love some ice cream. If you know me, I'm a big sweet eater. I can literally skip meals and eat sweets. That would be like, yeah, I do it all the time. Ask Doug. But yeah, I've actually been working with a good friend of mine today, and we have come up with a new late model design for our 2026 wrap. We got the back design. Our wrap guy, Christian Wright, 21 Motorsports out of North Carolina near Dobson. He sent us the back design. Wonderful job on that. I really, really like that back design. And then my really good friend out of Maryland, I met her when we went up to Potomac and raced. It's been about 2 years ago now. It's when me and Doug very first got together. She has been working with me, and we've been coming up with a front logo design for those late model shirts, and we finally got one created today. So I've been playing around with those, and I plan to post those no later than this Friday the 17th.
That'll when this video posts.
Okay, so yeah, this video dropped then, which is actually my birthday. I turned 22 on Friday, so make sure you drop down in the comments and wish me a happy birthday. But yeah, so we have the new wire, and Doug's gonna put it on, and hopefully we can get back on the front row, and yeah, hopefully we can maybe pass Michael Butler and get a win. That would be great. I know Butler's watching, so hate Butler. But yeah, now I'll let Doug do some talking, and good night, y'all.
Alright guys, so that is the end of tonight. I got the new battery cables made, changed the master switch in the car, and I've got a brand new solenoid somewhere, and I just got to put my hands on it. But I'm going to put it on too, because when that wire smoked itself, I noticed at the other end, it got hot too. So just for safe measures, I'm going to go ahead and put a new solenoid on, just so we don't have another occurrence of burning a starter up, because these starters absolutely suck to put into this car. The headers I have on it make it a chore with the oil pan that's on this motor. So if I had a stock oil pan, it'd be fine. Like my Thunder Bomber has the same exact headers, but you can get right to the starter because it's got a stock oil pan, because it's a Thunder Bomber. This motor has a racing pan with kickouts, and there's no room to get a starter in there. I actually have to run a mini starter on this car, and I actually have to take the starter apart to get it in there, and it is a pain. But this car is a wash away from being back ready to go to the racetrack. We're going to get out here tomorrow night and give it a good wash. And oh, I do have to figure one thing out. So on my steering wheel, you can see I got a bolt. Looks to me like the threads, I'm gonna see if I can set that right there. Looks to me that we pulled the threads. Let's see if I can get that in there. Pulled the threads out of the coupler, so I've got to get that fixed as well. Haven't really come up with a game plan on that, and I really don't know how it happened. So might have been God's work to make it where we didn't get out there on the track, just for the fact that steering wheel could have come off, or if the steering wheel would have come off while we were under green flag conditions, it wouldn't have ended well. That is one thing I hate about running these steering wheel spacers. They put a lot of leverage on that aluminum, and you can pull your threads out of it. Which that one's like the ring kind, so it's got the whole ring that goes around, which is what I prefer. I really like the sweet quick disconnects, or couplers, what do you want to call it, for the steering stuff, but I don't have the ability to run a collapsible steering shaft in this car, which I know I can just run the sweet coupler. But the way this car's set up, it's got a steering quickener with a stock box, so that's kind of a downside, but at the same time, it's going to save me $950,000 on a steering box. So we're going to make do with what we got. I've got a couple other steering wheel doodads, and I'll probably just swap it out to one of them. They're not my favorite. It's a little like the push button style. You just got to keep them lubed up. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing washed up tomorrow, and then she'll be ready to hit the track. once again, thank y'all for watching. Kind of a little bit different video this week. But we got a video posted on Friday. Got the stock V8 washed up, and I gotta replace the starter solenoid, and because it stuck on me, and gotta go ahead and replace that. That way all that stuff's brand new, won't have any problems out of it. And I don't want to burn another starter up because it sits there and runs and runs and runs and runs while the engine's running. So I already did that once. I'm not gonna make the same mistake. But we're going to get that swapped out, and then need to get the roof on the late model. We have a couple late model races coming up at the end of May, beginning of June. So I need to get that car finished, and then I need to get the Thunder Bomber in the shop because I'm planning on racing it May 2nd at Sumter. And then we are going to try to go to open practice at Lakeview on the Friday before our next race, which is next weekend. I believe it's like the 21st or something like that. No, I don't know what day it is. Don't hold me accountable because I can't keep up with dates. But anyhow, about to back this thing in the garage. Just want to say thank y'all for watching. Make sure you drop down, tell Taylor happy birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow. And make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all watching. Catch you on the next one.